good morning. It is Monday morning, spring break. I'm out at Folsom Lake. Gonna see if we can find him out here. It's been a little bit. Drew and I came out one day after work a couple of weeks ago. I caught one good spot, close to 4. So hopefully, man, it's been warm the past couple of days. We got a full moon. It's supposed to be a little bit of breeze on the water, so I got no excuses if I can't catch them today. So hopefully I'm gonna start either up in the channel, up the South Fork, and then come out to the main body, or flip-flop. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet. I'm putzing out. So stay tuned and we'll see if we can put a few fish in the boat. All right, just pulled up to the first spot, came up the South Fork. Gonna start on this rocky ledge right here and then work to a couple of points that I think are gonna lead back to where they're gonna be spawning. Gonna start slow, show you what we got on the deck. We got a jig, got a shaky head, Ned rig, drop shot, and then big Ned rig and Senko. So we'll see. Hoping they're moved up shallow some, so we'll get after it. All right, I think I'm gonna start with the shaky head. Wanted to start at the point behind me, but I didn't want to. I knew if I started there I wouldn't work my way to this just to see, so I'm gonna do a few casts here and then work to the point that's behind me where I really want to be, but they could be sitting here. Did you guys see that? It literally blew up on the shore. I've been throwing shallow, but not that shallow. I wonder if they're sitting right on the edge. Thought it was a bite. I was watching on Panoptics. I saw a fish swimming underneath me, and as I was retrieving the jig, I watched it on Panoptics, and I was able to drop it right in front of the fish. And I watched the fish on Panoptics swim over, look at it, and then it didn't bite it, but at least I knew I got to look at it. So still getting used to this Panoptics, but it is an awesome tool. Like, you can see a fish right now cruising. See one right here sitting out there. That also gives me a thought. If I do that again to another one, it might not have been a bass. It also might have been a bass that's not interested in eating a jig, so downsize to a Ned rig or something. All right, follower on that one. Literally saw it swimming up. Little guy, wasn't big, but ran up, looked at it, turned away. So we're getting some action. We'll get one to go here in a minute. There we go. Drop shot. I marked a couple on the finder right when we came. All right, so there are fish here. That's a good one too. All right. First fish of the day. I guess it's not that great, but 171. 171. Giant fish just came and flashed right chasing the drop shot. Giant. All right, it's almost time for us to get out of here. I'm testing a theory. I have been watching on Panoptics the fish interacting with the baits, and they will follow. Like I watched a group of 3 fish follow a Senko down, and I'd lift a Senko in front of it, and they wouldn't eat it. So they're obviously looking at it. They just don't want it. I threw a swim bait in here. I threw a jerk bait in here. I threw. Well, so drop shot's the one that I had the fish on. So I broke off the Ned rig earlier today, and I haven't tied it back on. So I quickly tied on a Ned rig, and I'm wondering if they're that finicky, if they'll go for a Ned rig, or if they're just not eating. All right, hopefully I'm blocking most of the wind noise. That's gonna do it. One fish. I didn't cover a bunch of water once I got out to the main body. I just ran a little bit of bank. Wind picked up, and lake needs to go up about another 3 feet, I think, only, and then this lake's no longer 5 miles an hour, and I can go explore the North Fork some. I've been playing on the South Fork, you know, fishing it once every couple of weeks, probably right around once every couple of weeks, picking off 1 fish, 2 fish, 3 fish on a trip, but not really putting anything together that's worthwhile. So hopefully this warming trend that's just kicked in a couple days ago makes these fish a lot more active. I saw them on the finder. They were looking at the baits and the lures, but they didn't want any of it. So I know people are catching them. I'm just not. So hopefully soon. I really am looking forward to this lake actually getting a little bit more water in it. It makes it rough when it's all 5 miles an hour. I want to be able to jump to a bunch of different spots. I got a lot of spots on the North Fork that I haven't been to since last year. So stay tuned. I'm going to start fishing Folsom more and more. This is probably the first trip out, but I'll probably try to fish it once a week now, because I can go out in the evenings and cover some water and check out and hopefully start to put something together and get on some fish here. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.